There we go. Had enough of his shenanigans. We're gonna put him away. Welcome everyone to Gaming Hell. This is DJ Tatsujin of GemuBaka, guest starring in this video as we take a look at Midway's arcade game, WWF WrestleMania. By this time there should be a feature on the game on the website, and you can access Gaming Hell by visiting gaminghell.co.uk. I'm from the US, so I've never actually heard anybody pronounce a web address like that, so gaminghell.co.uk, I don't know. But the WrestleMania feature is a tell-all on the game, all the way from its development down to some of the crazy glitches and exploits tucked away in the title. But while you're there, you can find a wide range of features on more than 140 obscure game titles like Waku Waku 7, Bucky O'Hare, Bonanza Brothers, and Fighting Vipers. You like Momoko 120%? I do, and Gaming Hell has you covered. I specialize in fighting, wrestling, beat 'em up, and rhythm games. If you'd like to see more on those, check me out at GemuBaka.com. Visit the GemuBaka YouTube channel and follow me on Twitter at DJ Tatsujin. This video is on the Gaming Hell YouTube channel, which is starting to accumulate 1 credit clears and no continued playthroughs on games like Clockwork Aquario, Psycho Dream, and more. Since we're all about the 1CCs, I'm going to sit down with one of my favorite games of all time, Midway's WWF WrestleMania, and we're going to win the WWF World Heavyweight Championship using only 1 credit. Alright, here we go. We're going to go into the internal menu. We're using MAME to play this. Unfortunately, I haven't had much access to actual arcades because of the pandemic, but I did have a couple of these cabinets locally, and I've played them quite a bit here. We're going to look at the game difficulty, just to show. Game difficulty, we are on the hardest setting, 10, impossible. The game wants your money. It's going to steal your quarters straight from your pocket. We're going to exit back out. And every single year I make a habit of the very first 1 credit clear I do every single year is using The Undertaker to get a 1 credit clear in WWF WrestleMania. So we've already done that. That video is on my YouTube channel. So for this, we're going to kind of toss the dice here. We're going to do a random select and see who we end up here. Oh, The Undertaker, okay. So, well, here we go. World Wrestling Federation Championship. So we start out, and you'll notice with this arcade path, we start out with 1 versus 2 handicap matches. And we're gonna lure these poor wrestlers outside the ring. And Undertaker has this 4-time slam move here. Does a ton of damage for very little effort. And that's done by pressing down, down, kick, and then you mash punch to get the multiple slams there. But it's about 40% damage for 1 move. You can see he can do a pile driver. Oh, they're going to climb the top rope. Synchronized top rope diving there. And he also has this neck breaker out of grapple. He can do an uppercut, big Mortal Kombat uppercut out of grapple. And he has a special pin. Puts his arm down on them and bats fly out of them. So on this, you definitely don't want to be, oh man, you definitely don't want to get caught in a 2-on-1 or 3-on-1 situation. The computer characters will really beat you up if you get outnumbered, so to use this strategy to climb outside the ring. And we filled our combo meter, so we can just show you real quick here. We can activate that. And by doing button strings here, we can do a variety of moves in a sequence that can't be reversed by the computer. So you see there, we got a 21-hit combo. There, that finishes them off. And there we go. All right, we got his fatality here. So much rumored. There's a lot of people that have probably never seen this before. It's kind of finicky to get the pull off. But there we go. There's the Undertaker's quote-unquote fatality. We stuff them in a coffin and they get buried into the mat. Never see them again. There we go. Match 2, we have Yokozuna and Doink the Clown. And you see Yokozuna's salt throw there. If you read the feature on Gaming Hell, you will read a lot about that salt throw. That salt throw completely breaks the game in the arcade mode, or the arcade version. It seems to be fixed in like the Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis, but versions like the Sega Saturn are pretty arcade authentic, and you can do some of the glitches that are in the game on that version as well, although they're not as prominent as they are in the arcade version. Oh, there we go. There's Doink's Joy Buzzer. There we put him away. And there's round one for the Undertaker. And by far, through all the characters in the game, all 8 of them, I would say Undertaker has the easiest arcade playthrough. Just a very strong character, and just like mentioned in the article, if you never played this before and you ask me who you recommend is a good starting character, I would instantly tell you the Undertaker. I'm kind of just having my way with the opponents using this choke slam here. Kind of grabs them by the back of the neck and slams them down to their face. Does a lot of damage, but we'll break into some more of his tactics here coming up here in this next round, because this game is predominantly oh, we got double Lex Luger. The Lex Express is here. It's fun when you get duplicate characters. I like to make tag team names up for them. But this is predominantly a fighting game, even though it's based off of the WWF, the World Wrestling Federation at the time, now known as World Wrestling Entertainment. This is mostly a fighting game. This was developed in, like alongside Mortal Kombat 3. So during this time, that's why they had access to good technology to digitize these characters into the game. These are the wrestlers in person. They flew out to Midway Studios and they were filmed to be included in this video game. And this Lex is giving us some problems. He's instantly reversing our moves, so we're gonna play some. Oh, jeez, we're gonna play some keep away here. And because of the zany nature of the game, the Undertaker has projectiles. He's not the only character in the game that has projectiles. Oh, this isn't good. There we go, took him out. See, we can combo off of those ghosts. So Undertaker has such a nice toolkit. According to his base stats, his weakness is supposed to be speed, but he has, you can see, he climbs out of the ring insanely fast, he climbs up to the top rope insanely fast. He has a lot of moves that let him progress forward very quickly. You saw that tombstone smash, saw him leap across the ring. Jeez. So, just unfortunately we have 2 Lex Lugers that we're facing here. And you see one of the exploits there. If you fire a projectile from outside the ring, it still hits characters that are inside the ring. So I can fire off a stun ghost and stun the opponent and be able to get into the ring a little bit more safely. Okay, that takes him out. I hesitated and didn't get my input for the uppercut. Okay. So we're gonna have to play keep away again with Lex here. Lex has a huge recovery stat, so he's kind of a pain to face because his recoveries. Oh, I did. Okay, I was gonna see if I could do this little glitch here. If you do his fatality while the character is flying up into the air like that, the camera freezes like this. So there's a lot of mysterious happenings going on below. But there we see the tombstone there as the result of the fatality. But as I was saying, Lex is. Oh, Razor Ramon came back. We put him underground. I don't know why he's back here. But there are strategies in the game that won't work so well against Lex because he recovers from attacks so fast. Whereas the opposite of that, Razor Ramon has and Bret Hart both have really big recovery animations. So there are strats that will work on them that do not work on the other characters. Sean's kind of being a thorn in our side. He's interrupting our fight with Razor here. Let's see if I can... Or not. And the shove is great because if the computer's running against the ropes and you shove one of their teammates at them, they'll attack their teammate. Just unfortunately, when the CPU teammates attack each other, they do very little damage to each other, so they cheat in that regard. So we're just making our way through here. We're about to get our fourth win, which means we'll be moving on to the 1 versus 3 matchups. And you can see here, here's one of the combo exploits. If we do the snapmare outside the ring, we got to do a super combo on Razor Ramon, but it did not cost us our combo meter. And that's very helpful too, because on top of being able to do super combos, having a combo meter allows you to kick out of a pin. If you're getting pinned for the second time, you can cash in a full combo meter and get a second win that helps you, it lets you continue fighting. And that's bad. If you see them taunting like that, there we go. Oh, we got a pitted danger finish. If you time it just right, if they're completely standing on the top rope and you knock them off, they'll fall to the outside and take additional damage. And being finished on the outside is bad because I just mentioned second wind. If you are finished on the outside, the round ends immediately, so even if you have a full combo meter, you cannot cash it in to keep the fight going. So that was unfortunate choice of moves by Shawn Michaels there. Man, these computer are not having it for this round. Oh, no. Got stuck in the corner there. Okay, we need to get them out of the ring. And I need to regroup here. All is not lost, but we're gonna be playing it safely here. They could be... Oh no, Yoko! My goodness, they're being so aggressive. And I can't... Please come out here. Of course they're not gonna come out. This is bad. I thought for sure Brett was gonna attack me while I was doing that move. I can't believe I got away with that. I did not intend to do that. That punch move left me wide open. Brett will not stop running. Oh, okay. Oh, we brought that one back. That was very close. Okay, yeah, we need to start the round this way. Grapples aren't landing. Okay, so that takes care of Bam Bam. We lured Yokozuna out here. If you have two characters outside the ring, anything goes. But if you're on the outside by yourself, eventually your health will start draining. And if it drains all the way, you get disqualified and lose. So it's kind of like a referee's count out, but it only happens when there's only one character outside the ring. And we're gonna go for it. Just cash this in, do a bunch of damage.
Incredible combination move. Here it comes.
Okay. Whew, there's one of the 1 versus 3 matchups out of the way, so we have one more here. So as a reminder, this is on maximum difficulty, so there's going to be points where the computer players are just going to say, okay, you've had fun, now we're taking your money. But if you play this a lot, you recognize the routines that the CPU goes through, and it's just a matter of you mostly learn when to attack and which attacks to use. And, you know, it's just like the same as for things like Mortal Kombat. With when you play Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, you can, you know, trick the computer into getting hit by the Cybernetic Smoke's teleport punch over and over again. And so, this game, also a Midway game has a similar routine to it. And Undertaker does have other moves like the slide choke, but the computer's on maximum difficulty. They're not gonna fall for that at all. Ooh, a little off on the tombstone slam there. Ooh, so that went a lot better than the first round of the previous matchup, for sure. Okay. And so we've lured Shawn Michaels outside the ring, and we just repeat the process. Just find that one move that works and you keep doing it. It's, to paraphrase Lord BBH, sometimes 1cc's aren't pretty. We got Razor Ramon eliminated, so they're going to stay outside. Can't get the grapple. So we're going to use the safer strat. Oh man. He's got me downloaded, he knows what I'm up to. He's just doing the instant reversals. So what happens is you press forward power punch, and that's what's activating this head hold grapple. And once you do that, you are the aggressor in the grapple, and you can punch in Mortal Kombat style special move commands. There we go. Had enough of his shenanigans, we're gonna put him away. But if the person who gets the head hold performed on them can punch in the same kind of reversal, kind of special commands, and then they reverse the grapple. So that's how it works. Once the head hold is activated, it's a race to put in a command. But if you instigate the grapple, you get bonus damage on it, so it's kind of like risk-reward type of deal. And there we go. We have entered the WrestleMania Challenge, which will have us face all 8 characters in the game. So you can see Undertaker's already in there, so we do face a mirror match of ourselves as well. And we do a little bit more bonus damage in our attacks, and every time we finish off an enemy, we get a sliver of health back. So especially with the bonus damage, this isn't quite as hard as it might seem. And if you get the opponents to cooperate and they go outside the ring, you can take care of them very quickly. There we go. And they kind of get a little bit more difficult as they progress. So we're getting into like the mid-range here, where they're starting to fight back a little bit. You can see, look at how much damage that choke slam is doing. Oh, we damaged, or we stunned 2 of the characters. Oh, Brett, come on. That's the one unfortunate thing about finishing with the uppercut, is that the next CPU character targets in on you and it leaves you wide open. So we got Yokozuna out here though. Do our best to finish him off. So now we have 3 opponents left. Let's see if I can get this. Okay, now I want... There's a weird property with this chokeslam. You can see my health was continuing to go there. Razor Ramon didn't quite hit the ground for the final time, so he's floating a little bit there on us. Oh, thanks, Lex. Get the torture rack on Doink. Mess things up for us. I want Doink. Give me Doink. Just give me Doink. There we go. So you can see with each chokeslam generating a little bit more health. I have not found another move in the game yet that has that same property. There he goes. That's what I figured. Just need an uppercut on him. There we go. And there you have it. That is Undertaker playthrough, WWF WrestleMania on the World Heavyweight Championship difficulty. So we get our fireworks. We are the new WWF World Champion. Our name will live forever among the greatest wrestlers of all time. Thank you for playing. And unique to the arcade versions, when you cleared on this arcade mode, you get the fan fiction endings. After the dust settled and the smoke cleared, the Undertaker stood alone in the spotlight, silent. He approached his last victim slowly, knelt down on one knee, and stared deeply into his eyes. It was a stare so intense it seemed to go past the man's eyes, past the flesh itself, straight to the soul. Taker lowered his head and covered the man's heart with his hand. The lights mysteriously went black, and all that could be seen through the darkness was a mist-like shape raising up from the beaten man and dissipating into the Undertaker. Without any hesitation or remorse, he did this systematically to each of his foes that evening, as if some hypnotic trance. It's a shame, too, because he actually likes some of those guys. It's not surprising, though, as no one ever could understand the ways of the Undertaker, except maybe Paul Bearer. After all was done, the Undertaker disappeared into the blackness and headed off to Death Valley, where he may rest in peace. So there,
Sign your names to the Midway
we
Hall of
live
Fame.
on in infamy there. Put our initials. It's the world champion there. So, once again, that's a 1 credit clear with the Undertaker on WWF WrestleMania. We tried to do the random select, but we got the Undertaker. So, as you can see, although the CPU put up a few fights in some of those rounds, didn't lose a single round, and we cleared through it. And see those strategies, and they're very simple. So as I said again, if you want to know which is a beginner character in WWF WrestleMania, it's absolutely the Undertaker. Has awesome moves, awesome base stats, has moves that can hit opponents practically anywhere they are in the ring, whether they're up close or far away, and he has a number of attacks and abilities that mask his weakness of speed. So there you have it. One of my favorite games of all time. I'm glad to be able to share it with everybody, and I hope to see everybody again on Gaming Hell or GemuBaka. Thank you again.